Hi everyone, thank you for coming back in my channel. Here I will like to share how to create a simple CRUD with ASP.NET Core MVC framework and SQL Server database. Let's get started. Here we have Visual Studio 2022 editions. Let's create the new project. Choose the ASP.NET Core Web App View Model View Controller. If you don't have any at the left side, you can find it with manually search. Here it is. Choose it. And then name the project. You can choose the latest framework. I mean the latest framework versions. Click create. Okay, here we are provided a simple template by Visual Studio. We have the home controllers already with the view as well. So here we are gonna to create the new controller for our creations in this video. But before we go here, let's determine what's the field for our page. Let's create the model first. Name it. And then let's determine every field that we want to have. These models or these objects will be converted or migrated to our database, so it will becomes the table and the columns, so we can determine it here. Usually we call it as a code first methodology, something like that. Public integer id, let's give the name not descriptions, available stock. This price, expirations, that expiration. I think this is enough. Alright, we have the models already. Now right click on the controller folder, add and choose the new scaffold items. To have directly the templates of the CRUDs, choose the MVC controller with views using entity framework. Choose the model class that we just created before, the product class. And then for the DB contact class, because we don't have any here, just add here. Click add and make sure the 3 checkbox here was checked, and then add. It take several seconds to wait. Just wait it. Okay, we got the templates for the products controller. We have index action, details, create, and then create with the models, and then edit with the ID, and then edit with the model as well, to have the CRUD operations here. What just created by the scaffolding feature? First, the product controller, and then the second, the data context, and then the third, that created or installed the three page cake here, entity frameworks, and another dependencies. And then for the fourth, it creates the products view. And then for the fifth, the connection strings is generated automatically to our local database. We have to install the SQL Server first before we create the projects actually. And then for the last, the dependency injections for the entity frameworks or the database integrations automatically created by the scaffolding feature here. Okay, the next, what should we do? We don't have any database from the project here. Okay, so we have to migrate the models, the model products, to becomes the table and columns in the database. We always call it as a data code first methodology. How to do it? Choose tools menu, and then package manager console. Give the prompts, add migrations with the initial name. We are given the uh, the code that describe uh, the column at the table and columns that's integrated with our code, something like that, and give the prompts to update the database. Okay, now in our database, we have the new database that's just created by the scaffoldings or these prompts in the package manager console with the products table. Let's see how the similar it is. We have ID, name, available stock, price, date expirations in our models, and then in the tables consist columns that's exact similar to the models that expirations, price, available stocks, names with the uh, type of the data as well here. Let's try it. Oh, we need a menu product here, but instead of creating that first, let's directly to the product page with manually type the products in the endpoint URL. Here is the page. We don't have any data here. Let's see it side by side with the database. We don't have any data here. If we try to add data 1 available stock for the price for millions, and that expirations, let's say 30 April 2025. Great. Here we have the first data. Let's see what's the reflected actions in the database. The database has the data as well. If I create the another data, let's see the data in the database. The database has two data. Okay, let's modify the view of edits, details, and deletes. It use the hyperlink stakes here. So we are gonna make it seems like a button, something like that. It use hyperlink, hyperlink, hyperlink. So how to make it looks the button? Give class here with the class a bootstrap class. Button for edit primary button success button danger. Oh, we don't have the products menu here yet. Let's add it. The menu locations is in layout CSHTML in the shared folder. It is automatically provided by the Visual Studio template. Product index. The ASP controller attributes should be filled with the products controller with the controller name here, and then for the action one, It should fill with index value because the index will returns the view. This is the index actions. Let's try how the result is. Here we have the products menu. Click it. And now the buttons are changed already with the more beautiful looks. I once edit it. Edited. Then it is the initial data. Let's click save the data. So the data is edited well, correctly here. If we delete the data is deleted as well in the table. Okay, that's all for this simple tutorial. I hope this is helpful for all of you guys. You can learn how the code patterns in these projects. After that, you can create any modifications and customizations based on your needs. Thank you for watching. See you guys. Bye.